So, hello everyone, and welcome to our Actorization and Monetization session. We believe that together we will learn how you can easily publish and even monetize your code and turn it into income. We are kind of regretting picking dark theme for the initial slide, but the rest should be black on white, so we should be fine. Also, the chocolates on the desks are for participation in the workshop, so feel free to take those. And if you don't get one, then just pop up by our booth and get a different one. Right, so first things first, let's introduce ourselves. I am Jan, I'm a software engineer at Epify. I'm a huge open source fan. I even run Linux servers just for fun. I love making tools that allow developers to do cool stuff. And if you know what Epify is, and maybe if you follow what we were doing over the past years, I'm one of the people who work on the Crawley web scraping framework, which is also open source, which is awesome. And with me is Franta.
Hi, I'm Franta. I'm a team leader and full-stack developer at Epify. Today I'm here to give support to Honza, and I'm very passionate about developer experience, so during the workshop, if you have any feedback, I would love to hear it. And apart from that, I also love geeking about everything related to technology, so if we have a moment, you can stop by, tell me what you're doing, and I would love to hear that. Thank you.
Thanks, Franta. So, what's the plan? First, we're going to illustrate what the challenges of publishing and monetizing software are. Then, we're going to introduce you to Epify and its ecosystem and our solution to those challenges. And then there'll be a live demo. And then we'll follow up with the actual hands-on workshop where you will be able to try this stuff yourself. One sec. And yeah, let me start with a question. Do you guys have like a side project, or have you ever made a hobby project? Show me your hands. Okay, yeah, cool. So, did you manage to turn that into like a usable product that other people could use? Hands, anyone? Wow, cool, good stuff. And did you like even entertain the thought of monetizing it at some point? Anyone? No one. Okay, that's good. Well, you probably realize that there are challenges. Because, well, running an application as a service is hard, it's costly, it takes months to build like SaaS platforms, and finding customers, that's hard. So what this leads up to is, publishing and monetizing is actually harder than, solving the problem itself with code. And let me reiterate, coding is the fun part. Then you have to like write documentations for your users. You have to find a domain name and like put a website there. You have to set up your cloud infrastructure so that when somebody posts about your solution, it won't just die. Then if you start monetizing it, you have to handle payments, billing, subscriptions, taxes, and all that, even before you earn your first penny. And let's be honest, if you just want to publish a side project for presumably a niche audience, this isn't like remotely worth it. And well, we think that things shouldn't really be that way. We think that this should be free and easy. And well, that's where a concept that we call actors comes in. So, who are actors? Does anybody have like an answer? What does an actor do? An actor is somebody who acts upon a script that they're given, and plays like a role according to that script. And our actors, as we understand them in Apify, also perform an act on somebody's behalf using a provided script. They are actually serverless programs that run in the cloud, and they can automate basically any task that you could do while sitting behind a computer, clicking stuff, presumably in a web browser. They can even crawl entire websites or host AI agents even. And yeah, they can together do pretty complex stuff. So what you see here on the right is an illustration, a schematic of an actor because, well, apart from a picture of Tom Holland, it's very hard to explain what our actor is. So you can see the whale, which means it's a thing that runs in Docker. You can see that it accepts some kind of input, then it does something, that something is up to you, and it produces an output, or even multiple kinds of output, which goes here. And when we invite you here to actorize something, that means that you can turn virtually any piece of software into an actor. Also, so let me go a bit deeper into the technicalities, what an actor, an Apify actor needs to be an actor. So it's basically like this little robot that can do a specific task, such as collecting data from a website or automate some online action like filling in some form. And well, just like a robot needs instructions, there are different parts of an actor that tell it what to do. There's an input and output schema, which is like a declarative way of well, specifying what's the input and what the output of the actor is. Then there is a storage system that the actor is expected to work with. There is a Docker file which contains instructions on how to actually build the script and make it, you know, the final actor. And there's documentation and metadata such as a README and like some versioning and this kind of things. Now, it's important to say that this is not some pipe dream that we made up overnight. Actually, the actor model is something that we iterated upon in Apify for quite a couple of years. And we decided to formalize it in a white paper that you can browse on this link, whitepaper.actor. But yeah, that's really if you want to go deep, deep, deep. And if you decide to do that, it's a living document, and we totally value any feedback that you would like to give us. Now, white paper specifications aside, it's also good to keep in mind that an actor is just a Docker image that talks to a special API. Well, of course, in addition to all its other business, which can be pretty much anything you could do with a computer. Now, if you want to talk to that API, we have tools for that. We have SDK libraries. Those are for TypeScript or JavaScript and Python. And we have the Actor CLI, which might be like the main focus here today. Which lets you actorize any command line utility. Or if you're a hardcore person, then you can just do those HTTP API calls yourself. Probably most programmers know how to do that, and there is documentation, so that's also possible. Now, we sincerely hope that we didn't scare you away with all this talk of white papers and specifications and what an actor is and what it isn't and what it should do, what it shouldn't do. So let's say you build an actor. What do you get for jumping through those hoops? And the answer is you get the Apify ecosystem. So we already know what an actor is, and Epify is this powerful online platform where actors can run and do stuff automatically. It's especially useful for working with websites and data, but that's not the only thing. So let's go over what it can do in more detail. So yeah, it can run actors. You can also run actors on a schedule. So you can gather data like every day or hourly or whatever you want. You can set up integrations, for example, with Zapier or Make or Google Drive or other stuff. And we have webhooks if you want to like do your own integrations. There is also persistent storage of results. So when you gather data, you can be sure that you will find it in the platform later when you actually want to use it. Yeah, I already mentioned scheduling. There's billing. It can actually, when we mentioned that you can monetize stuff on Epify, it means that we handle the billing for you and you receive the net income. And there are flexible pricing plans, so your users can start out free with like $5 monthly, and then they can scale up, and also you can scale up if you decide to build stuff with Epify, or just use it, Now, when I was talking about monetization, that wouldn't be possible without a store. The store is a place where you can publish your solutions, and also you can browse other people's solutions and integrate with those. So you can plug data from various sources into your code. For example, social media stuff, or you can scrape text content from websites for LLMs, which is what Franta's lecture tomorrow will be about. So feel free to come there. And you can also publish your own code there and monetize it. We also have some like AI-related stuff, some market research, lead generation actors, and feel free to browse it. But, well, perhaps the most interesting part of the store is being able to monetize your code. And to do that, we offer multiple pricing models. There is, of course, the free model where you just give away your stuff and your users just pay for the infrastructure costs for the compute to us. Then there is the rental model, which is the same thing, but you also get like a monthly rate that is configurable. There is pay-per-result, where you can set a price for a result, and the users will pay as much as they want to scrape, for example. Like imagine if you want to scrape email addresses, you might want to let users say that, I want 1,000 email addresses, I'm willing to pay for that. I don't want to pay for 1 million and drain my account. And the most recent and most flexible one is pay-per-event, where you decide what to charge for in your actor's code. So here on the right, you see 2 examples of what it can look like. In our JavaScript SDK, you can just call actor charge, and it will charge the user. And in our CLI, it's pretty much the same, but it's shell. Yeah. Now, fun fact: we currently have several developers that earn hundreds of dollars monthly using Epify platform, which, that's a nice source of passive income. So now it's time to show you a demo of the platform and how actorization actually looks if you want to actorize an an existing piece of software, and that's what the workshop is or will be about. So if you bear with me, I'm going to set this to mirroring. Hopefully that won't explode. Yeah, let me minimize that. This is all fine. Yeah, and I can't see anything. Let me switch this to light mode. Nope. Yeah, sorry for this. Franta, do you remember where to set the skin in VS Code?
Command K or Control K, Control T.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not great, but better. So, yeah. What I'm going to do for the demo is that I'm going to try and actorize a CLI utility called Freeze. It's a tool that takes source code and turns it into a nice code screenshot. I'll show you their GitHub page. The result will probably be something like this, except I probably won't be writing any Haskell. So, to start making an actor, I'm gonna open, well, let me bootstrap a project first. So I'm opening a terminal, and I will do epify create the CLI start, which is a starter template for well, CLI projects. I'm gonna call this actor freeze. Apparently it was created, and I'm going to open that folder here. Yeah. Oh yes, I trust it. Do you see this well, or should I make the font bigger? Bigger. Perfect. So, what the Bootstrap script did is it generated an actor JSON file, which is like a manifest of this basic actor, and it tells you what the input should be, where we can find the Docker file, and some other stuff like the name, a title, a description, a version, and yeah, we can safely ignore that for now. If we look into the Docker file, we see that it's fairly standard. It starts with our base image. It installs some basic utilities such as JQ, which is a JSON processor, and Bash. Then it installs the Epify CLI. Then there is space for installing whatever you want to actorize. And then it runs an entry point, a script that we can view here. And yeah, you can see here that we invoke the Epify CLI to get the input from the user, which should conform to the input schema. And we use JQ to extract the name, and based on that, we just output hello world using Epify actor push data. What the push data thing does is it appends an item to our data set, which is like a type of storage that I mentioned that we provide on the platform. So this is very simplistic. Now, well, let's start adding freeze, that utility that I mentioned. So first we'll need to go to the Docker file, and we'll need to actually install it. I could just go through the instructions on the GitHub page, but, well, yeah, let me be honest, I have it prepared elsewhere, so I'll just copy that. Yeah, but now I lost it. Now. And yeah, I'll just paste it here. Nope. Yeah. So great. To do satisfied. So this is a Docker file. So now we actually have to go to the shell script and well, adjust it so that we actually do call freeze. So there probably won't be any name. Instead, I will try to well, pull code from the input schema. So it will be under the key code. And I will actually call the freeze CLI with the code on the standard input. And I will put it in a file, why not? It's going to be called output PNG. Now, this file that freeze will create will be local to the actor, and I need to put it into the storage on Epify. And to do that, I will go to I will just do Epify actor set value of output.png to well. Oh no, wait. So let me check the man page. We have man pages, which is nice. Oh no, not man pages, sorry, help. And yeah, actually that's not even a command. It's not set output, it's set value. Yeah, great, so it accepts standard input, and yeah, I should also give it a content type. So cat output.png pipe blah blah blah, and the content type is image/png. It probably would work without that, but I'm not taking any risks. Now, this means that the output should be stored to the key value store, but we want a nicer presentation. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make a link to that will be public and put it into the data set, like this. And let me do a command substitution here. Like this. Yeah, so it's gonna be a small output, but I guess I don't mind. Well, so I changed what I expect in the input, and for that to well, manifest in the Epify console's UI, which you will see right away, I need to adjust that input schema also. So blah blah blah, this is not important. I'll change this to code. And yeah, I'll take a whole text area because why not? And the default could be like print hello world. Now, so this is the time when I'm going to open a terminal. Yeah, let me switch to this one. And I'm going to try to push this to the Epify platform. And if it starts working, yeah, you can see that it's building the actor. That's your standard Docker output. So, yeah, lots of warnings, great. If you work with Docker, then it might be interesting for you to know that this is not happening locally, this is happening on the platform actually. It's doing the building for you. So the build is finished successfully, which is great. And now it invites me to open the actor detail in my browser, which, yeah, let's try it. Let's see which browser it opens. Yeah, that's the wrong one, but never mind. So, yeah, here you see, nope. Here you see the code of our actor, which was sent to the platform. And yeah, let's run it. So I'll just go to input some code, which is already pre-filled for me. And I'm going to start this and see what happens. Okay, it seems that freeze failed to detect the language of the snippet, which is understandable. So let's add another parameter where we will allow the user to specify the language. That was unnecessary. Okay, so this should be it for the specification. And now I'm going to actually use the information. So I'll just pull it from the output. Language, right? And I'm going to tell freeze what the language is. And I'm going to push this again. It will again take some time to build, sorry for that. Yeah, I already opened it before. In this browser. No. So yeah, you see that this already updated. I forgot to change the label here, but I'll fill in Python here and try to rerun the actor. It did generate something. And yeah, this looks like a success according to this green stuff. So let's look at the output, and there is an output, and yeah, it's a small snippet, but there is our screenshot. So what I showed here is the actual Epify console that we will be working with today, and this is the view of your actor. There is much more stuff to explore, which you will be, well, invited to do. So yeah, perhaps I will show that you can also open the store and run some ready-made stuff. For example, if I open Maps, I can just take this ready-made Google Maps extractor and search for, I don't know, restaurants in New York City. If I start this, like this, I will, in a few moments, get a list of restaurants in New York according to Google Maps. It's scraping this data live using a headless browser, which is quite cool. And you see the output here. What is interesting that there is also like an API to actually work with those results from code. And yeah, if you don't need that, you can also just export those results as a CSV and work with that. Okay, so I think this is enough of a short demo of the platform. So Yeah, sorry. And you have seen an example of how the actorization of how the actorization of an open source project might look like. And because we really like open source and want to support it, we started this open source fair share program where you can help your favorite open source projects by converting them into Actor. That way they get to put a run on Epify button into their readmes, for example, so people who find those projects can immediately try it out. And also, if they participate in our program, they can get a cut of our margin on running the project on our platform. The important part is this is another way to secure funding for open source project, which is something that we want to do. The QR code has a link to all the details if you're open source people who have their repositories that they want to actorize. Okay. So, before we start the actual workshop, do you have any questions towards anything I showed or talked about?
Thank you. So what else then scrapers do you have on Optify?
What other scrapers we have?
What else than scrapers? I search as scrapers.
Oh, yes. Well, it is true that scrapers were the thing that we started Epify with. So there is a majority of them, but we want to kind of change that. And we have various automation tools. We have, for example, now let me think of an example, sorry. Franta, do you have anything on top of your head?
So for example, we have a customer called Fruitbill who allows you to automatically unsubscribe from all the services that you're subscribed to using automated software on our platform. So it connects to your bank account, it reads your bank statement and tells you, hey, you're spending $15 per month on Netflix, $15 for HBO, $15 for Amazon, and $15 for Apple TV. Maybe you're spending too much and you want to unsubscribe from that, and helps you optimize that spending. And it does that through Optify because it allows you to one-click unsubscribe from those platforms, because you don't have to click through all the complicated unsubscribe forms on those tools. So stuff like that is possible.
Yeah, but feel free to browse the store and click through it. Any other questions? Okay, so let's get down to business. Now, there is a repository that we prepared with instructions that you can go through on your own. So please visit github.com/epify/actorization workshop. And before you get busy, there are some rules. So please do not open pull requests with actorization code to upstream repositories just yet. If you make something that you think is worth a pull request, then let us know and we'll coordinate on that. We don't want to start just randomly spamming open source developers, because that's not very nice. Then do not hesitate to ask any questions while you're working. And also, we are eager to hear any feedback you might want to give us, either by opening issues on the repository or by talking directly to us. Because you will be using the Epify platform, you can use the Devworld50 promo code to get some free usage to help kickstart you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Can you guys see the repository? Can somebody give me a thumbs up? Okay, perfect. So when you open it, you will see a table with possible actor ideas if you don't have your own idea. But is there anybody who has their own idea what they want to make or actorize? Raise your hands, please. Oh, cool. So I guess you can come here, come closer to us and chat about it. And for the rest, we have like 5 prepared sets of instructions that you can view in the repository. And yeah, you can start working on that and catch us whenever you feel that you're stuck and need some assistance. So, everything clear? Okay, perfect. So I will leave this link and the rules on. I will turn the mic off, and I guess we can talk about whatever you want to do and whatever struggles you might have. Thanks and good luck. Oh, also, if you decide to actorize something later, feel free to open a PR on that repository or just, well, send us a message or anything.